All right, let's start with technical analysis on the markets. And Frankie, let's get your read on this here. Obviously, we've been talking about this thing as it's been developing day by day by day through the week. S&P 500 hit the all-time high yesterday on the index, and here we are dojing today on the broad markets. What are you seeing in this chart?
I mean, this is the perfect chart that means let it cook, right, Maddie? Whenever we say let it cook, we've had great price appreciation into resistance. We always like to see a little bit of hesitation. The way I think about it is I want to give all of these folks who, bought into the chart, in this case, that's S&P here, an opportunity to take their profits at resistance and then get some follow through when we break through. So in my head, I'm always thinking this is a great place to take some profit. So that's why I really want to see it hesitate. I want to see what happens, how the actual traders react to that. So this is exactly what I like to see on a Friday, coming into a resistance level off of good price movement. Let it cook over the weekend into next week. Should open up the door for some really interesting trade setups.
Matt, when you have a little V-shaped rally up into resistance like this, then a doji, obviously, I think most traders are going to prefer the doji heading into the weekend, like Frank's talking about. What are you seeing here in the price action?
Well, I mean, honestly, what you just heard from Frank is why Frank and I can never be on Trade Masters together.
Yep.
We don't exactly have different reads on it from a technical perspective very often. And when we do, it's like, what is second? What time frame are you looking? Okay, we're back. We're back. We're good. We're good, bro. But no, he's absolutely right. I mean, you've had a very fairly volatile last 2.5, 3 weeks in the marketplace. You had a wicked up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, where you violated some fairly important support levels in the short term. And it's been very impressive to see the rally this week in the market that really kind of started last week on Friday when we did see that double bottom in the market. And yeah, even though we're hanging out all day having fun with the coaches of tackle trading, we're looking at that market on a daily basis on Friday, saw that double bottom, kept our rankings where we did. We did not downgrade the market, in the face of that fairly nasty violation of the 50-day moving average. And a lot of that was based on the technical analysis. And then you had really good follow through this week. And when you're seeing the NASDAQ up this week like it is, and the S&P and the Russell, I mean, the entire broad market was up this week fairly aggressively, and you're all kind of kissing into those resistance levels on the S&P. You're a little bit overextended in the short term, and so a little bit of a hesitation coming into the weekend. I mean, guys, if the market's up 2% today, I promise you're celebrating your profit in your portfolio, but you're hating the trading week next week. And so giving it a little bit of a hesitation, coming into the weekend right underneath that breakout channel, I think it's a positive thing, quite frankly. A little bit of a hesitation after a very positive price performance in the broad market this week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, and obviously that hesitation, I think you guys are dead on here. And I just want to reiterate, we prefer this so that we can get setups coming into next week a little bit easier and cleaner for triggers and entries and all that kind of stuff.
I know it's weird that for the new traders who just want it to go to the moon every day, that but we actually do like dojis, guys. And sometimes crazy, I know it's crazy, but sometimes we like stocks to go down in price.
Yeah, I know. Well, careful.
Nope, I'm saying it.
All right.
No, I'm saying it because I like bullish retracements. They're fantastic.
I do love that pattern as well. Mark, what are your thoughts on market conditions this week? Any broad thoughts, analysis?
The headlines. The headlines this morning were 10-year yield at 1.63, right, and they have a gap down to start the day. There wasn't any fear, though. I mean, one of the things I use to gauge fear, I have like a wide selection of stock screener, kind of like a heat map, right? And you immediately started having buying in preferred areas, like immediately. The underbelly was mixed. Tech was down, obviously, on those algo-driven rates higher headlines, and that algorithmic trading is probably going to go on for a while until the market gets focused on something else. But there was immediate buying in a lot of preferred areas, which immediately showed to me there was no fear. That there was no fear in this market today. Can fear pop up at some point in the future? Sure, but that's always a constant. But for a day, especially in areas outside of tech and those rate sensitive algorithmic trading thing, people were buying it up. And so this hesitation, even if you have a hesitation next week to start the week, those preferred areas, those rotation areas, They're very, very, very healthy. And boy, they could use a little cooling off anyways to provide the next round of great setups in oil, the next round of great setups in industrials, the next round of great setups in a lot of those areas where money's flowing into.